Okay, so another interesting build has come along based on Retropie, and this one is called PiWizard, and there's two tiers to this, and I'll go through it in a minute, but you can see on the right hand side I've got Retropie, Sega Genesis and N64, and it shows how many games. So Genesis is 50, N64 is 50, and there's a reason for this, that there's only two systems. When you first get it, you don't have any ROMs installed at all, but there's a really easy way of installing them. So if I click on Wizard Control Center and then PiWizard Launcher, and this is set up with an Xbox 360 wired controller, and I've configured that in the normal way that you do with Retropie. If you've got a controller in when it's booting up, it will just ask you to configure that controller, and I've got that in some of my other videos. So automatically you see it did an upgrade, and it checks with the internet. Okay, so now it's done its little update, which is what it does every time it boots on. When it's got an internet connection, it checks and it does little updates. So PiWizard standard user level access granted. So I haven't paid for the Pro features, and if I do pay for the Pro features, I'll show you on a different screen because there's more information on that screen. So I'll just click on OK, and there's a EULA you can see. So you have to agree to the EULA to be able to play. So if I go into ROM downloads, you can see here on the various systems what you get on your Pro version. So Atari 5200, if you look on the right hand side, it says on the Pro version you get 80 ROMs, on the standard version you get 10 ROMs. And so if we go down to say N64, which I've already done, you've got 50 ROMs, but you would get 365 ROMs. And there's also the other one that I did was Sega Genesis, which is 50 ROMs that I've downloaded, but you would get 940 on the Pro version. Now it's up to you as to whether you subscribe or pay for it, but you can use this as a completely free system, and actually it does work very well. So let's go for NES ROMs because that's nice and quick. So under Nintendo, there you go, Nintendo Entertainment System. So let's click on that. It's downloaded the NES zip file already. NES ROM pack installed. Click OK. This ROM was previously downloaded. It does that, so just say no. Download cancelled. So it's already downloaded. And then if we go to reboot, because if we don't reboot, then it won't apply those ROMs. But it is a very well built version of Retropie, and obviously with this added thing of being able to just pick and choose. So we've rebooted, and if I click through, you can see Nintendo Entertainment System, N64 and Sega Genesis. So I've got 3 on there now. If I want to go into NES, click on that, and on the right hand side, if I flick through, you can see there's nothing showing. If you pay for the Pro version, all this is populated. If you look at my other, I've got a 128 gig Retropie video which has got it all populated, and that is a free system, but obviously with this, the idea is that they're updating it and maintaining it, so that's what you're paying for. The fact that you don't have to do anything manually. Once you've got this build, it looks like they'll maintain it, but anyway, look into that for yourselves. It's not for me to say. I'm only doing the free version, I'm not paying for anything, but I don't see why, if other people want to pay, that's up to them. So here you can see on the NES games, you can flick through. It doesn't show you any artwork. That's what you get on the Pro version, not on the free version that I'm using. If I go back from there and go into N64, there you go. There's my 50 games that have been downloaded, and same with Genesis as well. I guess they've just put you something in to test the system with the intention that you're gonna pay for this build, but it is. You know, this standard version, there's still an awful lot in there. Now, one of the games I use to test N64 is Destruction Derby, because it doesn't work on, well, it works, but it doesn't work very well on anything I've tested. It's very, very slow on Retropie and various things on the Pi 4. Okay, and you can see on the intro that it's running slow on this as well, but it does seem to run better than some other Retropie builds that I've had. Here you go. So this bit is always slow, and it's a shame because I would like to try this, and maybe there's more configuration on it. But I've tried various different builds, and it's always struggled. But it's certainly faster than some of the others, and it does speed up. you can see that already it's speeding up, and it gets not normal speed, but it gets nearer to normal speed after a while. I guess it's different parts of the map. Yeah, so you can see it's feeling more swift now. Oh, that was nice. But it's not running as it should. So let's quit out of that. Well, this wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting the 2D version. This looks alright, isn't it? I've got no sound. I think it's because I've changed some of the sound settings. So it's a skeleton, not something you can pick up. But I have no sound. But there was sound yesterday when I was trying this. I have found this with Retropie. If you change just the volume, it seems to lose it from games in various things, and I was trying to lower the volume so you could hear what I was saying. Yeah, see this, I would say this runs fine. Is that a door? It is. Oh, crikey. Did I want to open that door? Oh, more of them as well, look. Anyway, so let's move on. But that I'm quite impressed with that. I've not seen this yet. As I say, the 2D version is talked about a lot. I wasn't aware of this version. So back to the menu. It keeps stopping and starting on my screen capture because it changes resolution, which is not something you'll get if you're not screen capturing. So let's go back to the main screen. So Retropie can be configured in here, various different options, but also in this wizard control center, there are various different things you can change in there. What was the audio there? Oh, it's just to do with the background music. So if I go back into that launcher, just to have a quick look at that. So what does it say you get on the standard version? Limited ROM packs, no ROM media, snaps box art. So it doesn't tell you about the game, and limited support. Whereas if you have the Pro version, and obviously check on the website how much it is, full ROM packs, access to over 8,000 ROMs, more added all the time. And obviously you can download individual ROMs as well, so you can search for something and choose it. Full ROM media auto-install per system download, custom music packs, custom script packs, single ROM downloads, priority support, much more to come. But have a look for yourself. I know that probably it will get, a lot of people won't like the fact that they're charging for it, but I think the fact that they've got a free version probably overlays that. And if you go through it and you try it and you like what you see, then you have the choice to pay a little bit to keep, because obviously it's, a lot of time goes into things like this, and I think they've done a good job. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.